Hey guys, Cece back with another video, and today's video is going to be a concealer showdown and wear test of two of the hottest new concealers to drop at Sephora, and that would be the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer and the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Concealer. Your first time watching me or my channel, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also make sure you go ahead and click the little notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you can always be notified of all of my future videos, because you never want to miss a single upload. You also want to make sure you're following me on Instagram at YvetteLuvsBeauty, and also subscribe to my family vlog channel right here on YouTube at Bradley TV. Now let's jump into the notification gang shout out. Today's notification gang shout out goes to Antoinette Hunter. Thanks so much for being a part of the hashtag notification gang. And if you want a shout out, make sure you comment down below in the comment section hashtag notification gang to get featured in one of my next videos. All right, you guys, so I am uber excited about this video because I've been waiting for these concealers to drop for so long, and I'm just so freaking excited about both of them. Like I said, we have the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish and then the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I've tried the Hourglass, have not tried the Pat McGrath yet, so we are going to do Pat McGrath on one side and Hourglass on the other. We're going to do a full day wear test and see which one you should spend your coin on, okay? Because neither of these concealers are cheap. So since I have already tried the Hourglass, let's start with that one. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to zoom you guys in when we start to apply it, I promise. But this is what the concealer looks like right here. It just looks like the standard Hourglass packaging. Reminds me a lot of the foundation. I can't wait to wear these with their corresponding foundations. Like, I'm really excited to do that. Today I have on the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless foundation. You guys know it's one of my favorites. But I felt like it would be cheating if I wore a Pat McGrath foundation or an Hourglass foundation, and I'm doing a wear test on both. I just didn't want to do that. So for the Hourglass concealer, this is, I'm reading from the Sephora website, it's a full coverage, weightless, and waterproof concealer with micro spherical powders that blurs and brightens for up to 16 hours of skin perfection. Full coverage, natural finish, normal dry combination and oily skin can wear this concealer, so pretty much anyone. And it's supposed to be crease resistant, light reflecting, and it's supposed to blend seamlessly and diffuse the look of pores and fine lines. That is the Hourglass, okay? So let's start with that one. I am actually gonna put the Hourglass on this side of my face, on the right side of my face, your left, and I'm going to set it using the actual Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So it has like that oval shaped doe foot applicator, and one thing that I do know about this from using it before is that you only have to dip your brush into the concealer one time and it'll do your entire face, whatever it is you're trying to conceal. This stuff really is good and full coverage, okay? And you can tell just when you apply it, like, it's pretty thick. It is full coverage. So that's what we're gonna do there. I'm gonna take my blending sponge that I used for my foundation and I'm just going to blend it out. So as I put it on, I definitely think I could have went down and got a darker shade. However, it blends out so well, and to be so thick and so full coverage, usually those concealers take a while to blend out and really look seamless on the under eye area. This one does not. It blends out so well while covering every single thing that you will need to cover. And so even though I got a shade that's a little too light, I feel like it still blends out well, and you guys will see as soon as I set it and I set my face, you won't even be able to tell. So that's something that I really did like about this concealer, is the blendability of it. So here we have it. This is the Hourglass Vanish what is it? Vanish Seamless Concealer. And this is what it looks like. And that claim about it actually helping to fill in your pores, it definitely does that. I can definitely say that yes, it does that. Now throughout the day, we're gonna see, because that's the real test. But you know, as soon as you put it on, yes God, it does fill in those pores for you. So let's set it with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. I'm just gonna take a bit of it and I'm going to use a brush and I'm gonna set that. So the next concealer that we're going to try is the Pat McGrath. Let me give you guys the exact name. It's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. So the same name as the foundation and the powder and all of that stuff that previously came out. This concealer is a creamy, lightweight, full coverage concealer with natural radiant matte finish that brightens under the eye and hides the appearance of blemishes. It's full coverage, natural finish, liquid formula, normal dry combination and oily skin, so anyone can wear this concealer as well. And it's supposed to help fight the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's supposed to provide smoothness without being tacky for comfort. What else? Provide a soft focus effect that blurs the skin imperfections and delivers exceptionally silky feel. So a lot of claims here. They're pretty much very similar. The only claim that I didn't see on Pat McGrath that I saw in Hourglass was that the Hourglass claimed to be waterproof, which we're not going to test today, but it did claim to be waterproof. And this one, yeah, this one does not claim to be waterproof. So that is that. Now I did get mine in the shade LM14, which I think is going to be a little too light for me, so I might have to get a darker shade with that as well. But I also have the shade LM20, which is too dark, like it's like my skin tone, so it's not going to brighten. So I'm going to go with 14 and then we'll just see how it blends out. So this is my first time actually opening this packaging and seeing what it looks like. It looks like it has a nice little flexible doe foot applicator, and just at first, let's go ahead and apply it and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Oh no, I was gonna say at first glance it looks a little more liquidy than the Hourglass, but no. It's pretty much the same consistency. Very full coverage, look at that. Very full coverage, I like that. However, I do feel like you'd have to dip your doe foot applicator in here again to do both eyes, which you don't have to do with the Hourglass. So that's one thing. That's not necessarily a con, it's just an observation. But let's blend. They look so identical, you guys. And they feel really similar. And it's not tacky like it claimed. So there's a check. Definitely full coverage. There's another check. You guys, these concealers feel really similar. That's another one. Blends out so easily. Get blended out so easily. The skin under my eyes looks so good. Oh my gosh. But as I look closer, I feel like the Pat McGrath just looks a little more flawless upon initial application. Now I haven't set it yet, so let's set it first and then we'll get into that. So along with the concealers, Pat McGrath also came out with their own setting powder, and this is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. I got mine in the shade medium, and this is what we look like here. So it is like a lighter powder, and let me just read you the claims. This is a brilliantly blendable, ultra weightless under eye setting powder that brightens and blurs for luminous, soft focus effect. It has light coverage, natural finished, and it's a pressed powder, and it's for all skin types. So there you have that. So I'm gonna take a brush again, and I'm going to set my Pat McGrath under eye powder. So I'm happy I was able to use the brand's own under eye powders, just not the foundations. Which, if you guys do want to see a video or a live of me testing these products, with their corresponding foundations, like a full face of Pat McGrath, full face of Hourglass, just let me know, because we can do that. So I just kind of swept my brush into the powder, and look how it picks up the powder. It picks it up almost as if it's a loose powder, not a pressed powder. Like when it picks up, it kicks up a lot of powder. So I also zoomed you guys in a little closer so you can, you know, see too. Don't forget, this is the Hourglass side and this is the Pat McGrath side. And as I look, they look very, very similar. But if I had to be like super, super picky, I would definitely say the Pat McGrath just looks a tad, like this much, a tad bit more flawless. If I was being super picky, I would say it's just a tad bit more smooth up under this eye. You guys tell me what you think. Do you see a difference? There's hardly any difference, but I'm like right here, super close. So I see like every single little thing. But there's hardly any difference. And you guys will have to tell me what you think, okay? I mean, these are both supposed to be super flawless concealers. So I'm thinking the difference will come as you're wearing them throughout the day. I think that's where you'll start to see the difference. So of course I'll be checking in throughout the day so you guys can see, you know, what it's looking like after a few hours, after 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever. I'll be checking in periodically. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the face and then I'll be right back with the final look. Alright you guys, so here is the final look. I got real bougie on my makeup today, okay? So today, like I told you guys already, we used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I ended up setting my entire face using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Let's see, for bronzer, we use the Pure Cosmetics Matte Bronzer in Bronzing Act, which you guys know I love. The Hourglass Blush in Diffused Heat. I used the Lancome Glow Subtle Silky Cream Highlighter in number 6 for my highlighter. And then for my lashes, I used the Fenty Beauty Mascara, which I absolutely love. Okay, I love that. And I also primed using the Fenty Beauty matte primer. So that's the makeup that we have on our face. And then for the lips, I have on the Hourglass. This is the, what are these called? I think it's called a gloss, and it's in the shade Unreal. Yeah, it's these right here. So I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'll make sure it's linked down below in the description box. So that is all we used on the face. This is the final look. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think both sides look absolutely gorgeous. And again, I think we're just gonna see how it wears throughout the day. Now today I have some errands to run, so I will be out in the elements. I also have some cleaning to do at home, so I'll be at home for a little bit of the time. And I have a few things to do. So this concealer will be put to the test, which is really nice, and I'll have it on all day. So I'll check in with you guys later. All right, y'all, so I wanted to give you my first update of the day. Look at the little creeper in the background here. This is my first update. It is 11:33. I put this foundation on, and I'm sorry I forgot to give you all the time, but I put this foundation on at 9 a.m. So, well, this foundation and concealer. And so here we are. Let's get real close and personal. This side is Hourglass. This side is Pat McGrath. And I think it looks the same. I mean, it's only been 2 hours, so I don't see any major differences right now. I really think it looks the exact same as it did when I applied it. This is just in natural lighting, so the lighting's a little different, obviously, because I'm outside, but You guys tell me what you think. Yeah. So that's it. That's what we're looking like after 2 hours. Like I said, I don't think you're gonna see much of a difference right now, but throughout the day there will probably be some differences. What are you doing? Throughout the day there will probably be some differences in the wear of the concealer, so we'll see. The Hourglass boasts to have a 16-hour wear. The Pat McGrath didn't say anything about how long it should wear, but it did say it was long wearing. So I mean, we'll put them to the test today. What's up, y'all? So it's been a minute since I've talked to you guys, but let's take a look at the concealer. It is currently 5:33 in the afternoon, so it's about 6 hours after I last spoke to you. I am back at home, but I've been out in the elements. I've been running errands. I went to a restaurant. I did a lot of stuff. So let's just look at this concealer up close, and I'm gonna actually look at it in my mirror here as well. So I wanted you guys to see. I'm gonna get by this mirror, by this window, because I want you guys to really see what we're looking like here. Okay, so this is me, super up close and personal, no filter, none of that. I'm holding back the curtain, y'all. This is me here. What do you guys think about this under eye? I think they look really similar. Really similar and flawless, to be quite honest. Trying to get as close as possible without it being weird. This is the Hourglass side, and this is the Pat McGrath side. I'm gonna get up in a mirror real quick, but just from looking at the viewfinder and the camera, looks really good. Really good. Okay, let's get up in a mirror. Okay, so as I look up close and personal in a mirror, I see like the tiniest bit of creasing and like gathering in this line right here that I have up underneath my eye, and that's on the Hourglass side. I mean the tiniest bit of creasing and gathering, but this side really seems to be perfect. I mean, I don't have one single complaint for this side. It really does seem to be like perfectly intact. Everything just feels so smooth under the eyes. It just feels so good, and I'm so impressed, y'all. And we put it on at 9:30. It's 5:30, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 8 hours in, okay? So I'm probably gonna come back to you guys in about 2-ish hours. I have another video to film, so I'm gonna have to wipe this makeup off, but I'm gonna come back to you guys in about 2 hours, and we're gonna do a final review, and we'll be 10 hours in, and we'll see which concealer reigns supreme. Alright, y'all, so I am back with the final update for this concealer battle royale showdown, whatever it is we're doing here. So I'm back under my lights. Let's just look. Oh, by the way, it is 7:24, so we've had this foundation on for 10 hours. I think that is plenty of time to figure out the wear of it. Let me put down this, and let's get a smaller mirror here that I can get really up close. All right, so as I get close up here, I told you guys already I saw a little bit of product kind of gathering in this line over here, and this is the Hourglass side. On this side though, you guys, and I'm being picky with that, okay? My eyes look identical, and they look identically perfect. My under eye area, I should say, which is a testament to the concealer and the powder, okay? They look identical, and they look identically perfect. I can say that. They still look smooth. They still look exactly the way they did 10 hours ago, in my opinion. And you guys have to tell me if I'm crazy or not, but I swear they look the same. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. All right, so I got you guys very close, all up in my business. Now I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you look. I'm going to let you see and decide what you think. Tell me. Hourglass, Pat McGrath. Which one gets your money? Like seriously, I don't see a difference. Please tell me if I'm missing something, y'all. I don't know, so I feel like I'm just looking for something that's not there at this point. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. In my book, I give both of these concealers 2 thumbs up. They are both amazing. They're beautiful. Neither of them crease, and they just look amazing up under the eyes. My under eye looks great. Now, I did use them both, as you guys know, with the corresponding powders, so that could have something to do with it. I don't know. We'll go ahead and test these concealers out. I will go ahead and test these concealers out over the next few weeks with different powders, with different foundations combinations, and we'll just see how they perform. But for right now, I am blown away and happy. So if you guys have these concealers, if you've tried them, let us all know down below what you think. And also, of course, let me know what you think as far as which concealer you think wore better on my face. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.